Hello students, welcome back at the third part of the chapter The Enemy. So we have left this here last time and I considered this doubtfully, and when she did not answer, Sadhu turned away and at any rate of something must be done with him. So he said, at first he must be washed. He went quickly out of the room and Hannah came behind him. So what he did, so they have taken this person, this soldier, from the beach to their inside their room, by the passage, by the corridor, and they just let this person on the floor in the room, especially in the room of their grandfather, his father room, who has which has been remained constitutionally empty because of that he has passed away. So this room is quite lonely. So he went to outside to have, because this person is too much dirty, too much tidy. So it is time to clean him, to give him a little bit bath by the curtain, a piece of curtain which remove all the dirts, all the especially those parts which are wounded, which are injured. So he left the room, and along with him his wife Hannah also left the room. She didn't wish to be left alone with the white man, and she didn't want to be she didn't want to be remain in this place as she is alone. So she actually, Hannah hates the enemy. She thinks that all the white man people are their enemy, and she that's why didn't want to stay along with this unconscious person. He was the first she had seen since she left America, and how he seemed to have nothing to do with those whom she had known there. Actually, this was the first person she had seen once she had left the country America. After that, she didn't see any kind of American person, and this was the first American person after completing her study in America. And now, after that, after a long period of the time, she has been gapping. She has been looking a person who is America, who is her enemy. Not only her, but also the whole nation and the Japan. Here, he was her enemy, a man's living or dead. Now here, men's means a threat. This is a kind of a threat. This man is a kind of a threat or a danger for whether this person is dead or live. In both condition, he is dead for all of them. She turned to the nursery and called Yummy. Now, my dear student, nursery is a small room for the children. So she went to her children's room and called the Yummy. Yummy is their servant. But the children heard her voice, and she had to go in for a moment and smile at them, play with the a baby boy, and now nearly 3 months old. And now what she was doing, she went silently because she didn't want to make a noise in the presence of all the children. So she went very slowly and had a smile when she watched the children as well as the Yummy, and she started playing with the small baby who was only 3 months old. Over the baby's soft blank hair, she motioned with her mouth, Yummy, come with me. As she had left small baby to her chest as it's a matter of hug, and over the small hair or shiny hair of the small baby, she made a sign to her servant Yummy to come here, come outside. Actually, she wanted to say something to her. I put the baby to bed, Yummy replied. He is ready. She went with Yummy into the bedroom next to the nursery and stood with the boy in her arm while Yummy spread the sleeping quilt on the floor and let the baby between them. And now, what they were doing, as it was the time for the preparation of the bed sleep, or actually the two children were trying to sleep. So what she was doing, she was just making spreading the quilt. Quilt means, my dear students, rajai, as I have already told you. So it was a chilly time. So she completed her all the works where the children have a very nice and soundful sleep. After that, they left the room. Then Hannah led the way quickly and softly to the kitchen. The two servants were frightened at what their master had just told them. What she was happening? Hannah had led this yummy to the kitchen side, where the two servants already were in a matter of frightened. They were so scared, as what they were doing, they were so scared just because of their master. Means the sadhu had told him about everything, that's about this person, about this injured man. Actually, he told everything, that he is a wounded man. He had been come from the war zone, and now he had escaped the prison, and now he might be reach here with full of trouble, with full of danger. And now it's our duty, being a doctor, being a kind person, being a responsible person, it's my matter to, if somebody is in trouble, whether he is an enemy, whether he is my brother, it's our duty to help him. So this message, when he shared with this all the servants, there was a matter of panic for each and everybody. They were so tense. The old gardener, who was also a house servant, pulled the few hairs on his upper lip. Now, pulled means that he is having some mustache. What happened? The servant, who is a gardener, as well as he is working as a servant inside the house. When he heard, he just pulled his upper lips hair in his teeth, and just thinking about something. The master out not to heal the wound of this white man, he said bluntly to Hannah. Now, as he didn't have dare to speak in front of his master, to say him this is a wrong. So what he did, he shared his all the hard feeling to the mistress Hannah. What he said, that our master, that sadhu, should not heal the wound. Heal means bharna, or give a proper treatment. Should not heal the wound of this white man. He said bluntly, means with full of confidence, with full of aggression in his face. The white man ought to die. First he was shot, then the sea caught him and wounded him with her rocks. If the master heals what the gun did and the sea did, they will take the revenge on us. Now here you could see that how important this line is, my dear students. Now what he's saying, the servant is saying, first he was wounded by the gunshot, and then second, he was also wounded by the rocks which are laid on the sea, at the bank of the sea. Now all these things were trying to kill him, and if you will trying to save him, then definitely the nature and the whole atmosphere will take the revenge from you. Revenge, my dear students, badla, take the revenge. I'll tell what you say, Hannah replied courteously. Courteously means with full of morality. Yes, I know that what you are saying. But she herself was also frightened, although she was not superstitious as the old man was. Now, here, what this man was trying to say, that the gardener, the servant, actually, the gardener was trying to make an illusion that this is the nature, this is the god, this is a supernatural powers which are trying to kill this guy by gunshot or by rocks. And it is called superstitions, mangadant, or we can say pakhand, or we can say that that tradition people generally believe them. It's a kind of a black magic or a kind of a andhviswas. So superstitious is a kind of a that she didn't believe it, but although she was very frightened, but she is not a kind of a superstitious girl, that who can believe blindly on any incidents. Sometimes incidents happen as per the condition required, but this is not a kind of a superstitious. Could it ever be well to help an enemy? Nevertheless, she told Yummy, to fetch the hot water and bring it to the room where the white man was. Now here, what she did, she made an order to the Yummy and to bring up, to fetch, means to bring some water for the person who is lying on the bed. So give him some hot water. She went ahead and slid back the partitions. Sado was not yet there. Yummy following. Sado was not yet there. Yummy following put down her wooden bucket. Then she went over the white man. When she saw him, her thick lips folded themselves into stubbornness. Stubbornness means pushed tight. Now here, what she was doing, as she went to the kitchen and brought the whole water, and when she was bringing this water, the bucket of the hot water in the room of the guy who was lying on the bed, she found that this was a white man and totally wounded to totally injured. She was so frightened, and what she did, she she had a very big lips, so she put all her lips under her teeth, and now she was trying to chew them. I have never washed a white man, she said, and I will not wash so dirty a one now. And now, as what was her excuse, she didn't want to actually, it is a time of showing patriotism. People generally become confused that they cannot find this is a right thing to help the enemy if the enemy is in the wounded. And my dear students, you have said in many stories of your life that the person who is totally wounded, the brave person never attack on him because he is already injured. And so that's why it is a condition that whether he is injured or whether he is okay, first, if the person is okay, then you can take your revenge. But if the person is already under the pain, under the grief, then how can you kill him? How can you make him more in more wounds? So this is all about the. But the girl was saying, the servant was saying, Yummy, that I ever never washed a white man, so now I'm not ready to wash any kind of person who is apart from Japan, or especially who is America. So she refused to wash this person. Hannah cried at her severely. Severely means with full of seriousness. You will do what your master commands you. And now Hannah said that no, you have to go according to your master choice. As your master would speak, then you have to follow the rule and regulation, the order which is made by your master. There was so fierce a look of resistance upon Yummy round, dull face, with Hannah felt unreasonably afraid. After all, if the servant should report something that was not as it happened. Now here, what she was doing, as there was a marks of resistance. Resistance means prevent, stop. But here, the resistance means look of resistance. Like on her face, there was a proper expression that she is totally in the mood of deny. She is not going to wash the this white man, and she, whatever would be happen, she is not going to be soft towards this person, as these two persons already have made their hearts soft, as they were showing, as they were going against their patriotism and against their country. But she, being a country citizen, that the servant is not ready to help this person, whether he is injured, whether he is in pain. So she was clearly saying that whether you say to your boss, my boss, or your husband, I'm not going to clean this person. And what would happen if she report this guy to the police? She was also confused in this matter. Very well. She said this with delight, dignity. Okay, you understand, we only want to bring him to his sense. so that we can turn him over a prisoner. Now, dignity means with full of self-respect. She said that my motive, our motive to bring this person inside our house to give him sense, like to make him in the conscious that he can give, so he can be live. And once he be conscious mode, then we will turn this person to the prisoner. A prisoner means we will send this person to the police officers, and they will take him to the prison. This is our motto. I'll have nothing to do with it, Yami said. I am a poor person and it is not my business. So she said again clearly that this is not my type of business. I'm a poor lady. I can't help in this condition. Then please, Hannah said gently, return to your own work. So go, okay, do one thing. Go to your own bag. Go to your nursery room and do your stuff. Do your work. This is if your this is not your business, then go to your own business. At once, Yami left the room, but this left Hannah with Whiteman alone. She might have been too afraid to say what not her against what afraid to stay had not her anger at Yami's stubbornness now sustained her. And now, as Hannah left the room, she again remained alone with this white man. And now, this is the matter that she was so afraid about the anger of Yami stubbornness. Now she's sustained her, and now sustain her. Now she is making her that you are also doing wrong. So all these things were making her confused, especially Yana, that what she was doing in this matter. Stupid Yami, she muttered fiercely. Fiercely means with anger. Is this anything but a man and a wounded, helpless man? So what she was saying, she was not thinking that this man is helpless. This man is so in the pain, in the situation of pain, and how a person can be so cruel not to give help or not to give aid to this person who is required. This is the time of emergency to give him a straightforward help, whether he is a enemy, whether he is a cruel person, whether he is a like it's also happened whether it is a matter of in our society, whether if a person, if a ruffian, if a person who has a particular amount of money, that if somebody will give the information about this person, this thief or this big person, then he will be rewarded as a good rewards, whether he is encountered, whether he is injured in the fire of police or in the encounter of police. So first police duty is to give him a proper aid, a proper treatment in the hospital, and then they will give him then they will proceed a new charge sheets and take him to court where the justice will take the place. Now, so this is the condition what she was thinking, that whether he is a enemy, but now he is a helpless man, he is in the injured person, and now it's our duty to help him. In the conviction of her own, in the conviction of her own, conviction means thinking. Superiority, she bent impulsively and untied at the knotted rugs that kept the white man covered. And now, finally, she was thinking, and finally, she just bent herself towards this white man and trying to open the knots which she had bounded. That now here, my dear students, you see, she bent impulsively and untied. Impulsively means rudely. Actually, she was not in a mood. She was not doing this business, this job very happily. She was very rude in this matter while she was trying to help this guy. So, impulsively and untied the knotted rugs. Rugs means the torn clothes. The torn clothes which he had worn already. Now his clothes were torn because he was continuously running for just for the save his life from the police, and now in this terms he was maybe running, he was swimming, and now his clothes were totally torn. So knotted means guard. So untied the knotted rugs and kept the white man covered. When she had his breast bare, she dipped the small clean towel that Yummy had brought into the steaming hot water and washed his face carefully. And now what she was doing, and now finally after removing his all clothes, when the naked chest, when the bare chest was in front of Hannah, then what she was thinking, she took the cloth which was, and she dipped this cloth into the basket, into the hot water basket, and trying to wash his face as well as his whole body. Now, and what she was, because it's required before doing some operation, before doing some treatment surgery, it is required to clean this person very gently. The man's skin, through rough with exposure, was a fine texture and must have been very blonde when he was a child.